Prince, who's the most iconic number 10
Of all time?
of all time?
It's this guy behind you.
Who?
This guy.
Why
Not
do I-
this one. I leave me with this one. I rest. Not Maradona. Lionel Messi is the most iconic number 10 in football history.
So Zidane?
Not more than Messi. Not more than Messi, my brother. We can argue about this.
Ronaldinho?
I think it's
Not Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is not better than Messi.
Oh, but listen, guess what I'm saying?
What?
You are confusing Ronaldo, the second best player, one of the GOAT
But he's second.
conversations.
Oh my God.
No. But listen to what I'm saying. Raul doesn't have a Ballon d'Or and he's more important to Real Madrid than Modric. You are putting Modric over Raul.
We're looking
Wait.
No, you can talk.
That's not what he's saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm saying.
Yes, like not every player in Mamelodi Sundowns is outstanding. You know what I'm saying? You could have a great team.
Ribeiro is the only one.
That's not what we're
No, I'm
saying.
asking you now.
Actually are outstanding Mamelodi Sundowns players, eh?
That's what I'm saying.
but I'm not
No,
saying-
but guys, look at
The whole unit to the point where we give everyone the awards.
Bro, if Real Madrid was to win La Liga, bro.
Finally, we check out the newest, freshest footballing show. But it's not just about football, it's also about the banter. It's on a league of its own. Onside the banter league. It's the banter league.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the one and only independent variable, your mama's favorite boyfriend and your girlfriend's baby daddy, and we are back with another episode of Onside, the Banter League. Hello, George.
But you're supposed to say, I'm here with.
No, you know,
I'm here
I must
with-
greet for you. You're a grown man, greet.
George Bukona, aka Mr. OT, Mr. Overthinker, your baby daddy's favorite analyst.
That's not landing. Till this
always-
day.
it always
No one in
lands.
the comments has said,
It
oh my
always
God, George's
lands.
intro. No one cares.
It always lands.
He doesn't care.
Do you think we should lose the intros or keep them?
No, you can keep my intro.
No.
I said we, not you.
There's a the voice.
Yeah, it just sounds better. Like, just I want them to feel it in their speakers.
It's ready on to it.
Hey,
Oh, holy damn.
Prince do
Welcome to another episode of Banter League. See, on site, we are brought to you by Betway. So when it comes to the beautiful game, Betway gives you way more. I'm your host, Petey Jokes, and I'm joined by your Banter League generals, Des and George. Boys, let's get into it.
And that guy at the back there.
Shout out to our
This guy does not match.
shout out to our ghost. Sorry I ghosted you, man. My bad. My bad.
Oh, wow.
This week we're going to be talking about
Spook.
the WEFCON drama, PSL hot takes, the Premier League chaos with the transfers. So yeah, we are packed like a PSL derby takes type vibe.
All right.
Yeah. Can I ask you something? The people who support teams like Badi Bitangonj, the branches,
Yeah.
do they get paid by the clubs? Do they get sponsored by the clubs? What's the situation there? Because Rababona Gari Taxi, they are hugging bed sheets around the quantum. How?
Paint,
Yeah, man.
mascots.
Playing
Yeah, man.
mascots. Like,
The duvet.
George, when
One time.
as our PSL expert, like, what do you know in terms of like what is normally like the deal?
They don't get paid.
That was very quick.
Done.
The
No,
wink.
we done.
I saw the wink, my brother.
Yeah.
I saw the wink.
It's done.
They don't get
No,
paid.
but you pay your memberships, you do all of that, and sometimes the club does give you benefits. So if you guys are traveling, depending on your branch, maybe you guys have put aside money, and yeah, la casa.
Okay, let me understand this. So the branches, they pay for membership, or the people who want to be part of that branch pay membership to be part of that branch.
Yeah, because it's
To
an
who? They
official
pay
branch
membership
of
to
the
who?
club. So there's an affiliation fee. That if you want to be an official branch that communicates with the club, that has meetings with them, that has certain benefits, then you pay.
But they do this in a lot of sports.
Yeah.
Even rugby. I know with the Blue Bulls, they have this thing where you're a premium member, you go to like all the best games, get tickets at discounts. Sometimes you don't even pay for tickets. But it's not like major life-changing benefits. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the training room when the guys are getting ready.
So what are the benefits of being in a branch?
Community, my brother.
Membership.
Community.
But membership, like, do you find the special seats? Do you get like actual discounts, like he says, or you just
Yeah, in some
there?
cases,
In some
yes.
cases,
in some
yeah.
cases, yes. Sometimes it's free tickets. Sometimes it's travel. Like it depends on the club and what they're offering you. But the major thing is that you are an affiliate of the club. So official communications, sometimes people come visit them, things like that.
Yeah, it's like public relations, bro. Basically, it's just making sure that there's a connection between the fans and the club. And then they just say, these are our representatives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mara,
saying?
you
It's
should know
it's
this.
the Mama
Aren't you a
Joy of the
Pagani?
squad.
Yeah, but I'm not part of a
Aren't you,
branch.
why are you not part of a branch? Are you a real Pagani?
Because I'm a pine tree. Don't do branches here.
Okay. Okay, brother. Okay, but I
I'm
also...
leaving that one.
Ghost, are you part of the Pagania branch?
No, not really.
Why?
You guys are not real fans, huh?
Why are you not part of a Chiefs
You
branch?
guys are you part of a Sundowns branch?
I'm asking you the
Are you
question.
part of a Chiefs branch?
No, I'm not.
So then why are you coming for us?
I have to be objective.
You, 'cause
I
I'm
am wearing an Amazulu jersey.
You
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
Just by the
hypocritical
way.
Oh,
objective.
snap. Oh, hold on a second.
It's gonna show us a Liverpool.
Ah,
jersey.
rest, my brother, rest.
Oh, nice. Something nice. Something with value. Nice.
Something with value is crazy.
I know. I
business.
like it. So this is better.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
Then what?
Hmm?
Then what?
Yeah.
Better than what?
Yeah, I like the
Cabanga
kid.
umntwana ogqoka amazulu.
Nah, I just like the kid.
Wena umZulu ungagqoki amazulu. What must we say now?
Gqoka ibheshu, angigqoki underpen.
Okay, Shaka Ilembe.
Nazo. Okay, cool. So it's been a crazy week. Yes, man, this guy doesn't take me seriously. Thank you so much, guys, for checking in. Ah, man. Okay, so PSL Awards. You and I, we all sat here and we discussed who's gonna take
We
what.
were very accurate when I really think about it, though.
We were. I mean, as a collective, I think as Banter League, we kind of like put some really, really good answers forward. So I'm start with you, George. Look,
Mari Pirates akhalisa abantu.
don't tell me about Kaizer Chiefs who
Yeah.
got a consolation award.
I'm not talking about Kaizer Chiefs.
We are
spoke
talking about Chiefs and one award.
It's not a consolation award.
What
It's
is it?
an award given to the winners of the Nedbank Cup.
You
Thank
already
very
won the
much.
trophy. There was just a
Yes.
consolation award.
It's the winners. We need to give them something more because they're winners.
So you won, and
So
then
you've got
they
a
let-
trophy.
you got
Guys,
you got a trophy for winning, and then you got a trophy for winning the winning.
What did Sundowns do?
We
They
won the
took
league.
everything. You know,
What did Sundowns do? So you got didn't you get awards for doing that?
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
So the headlines.
I don't know about these ones.
In the
I don't
news,
know
the
why.
headlines in the news were like this. They were like, Ribeiro dominates PSL Awards, followed by Orlando Pirates and Chiefs as a consolation. So Ribeiro alone
Yeah.
is compared to a whole Orlando Pirates team.
Yeah. Just look at the goal of the season.
Yeah.
He dribbled past the young player of the year,
Yeah.
the midfielder of the year, the defender of the
year.
year, the goalkeeper to score.
Yeah.
I mean, greatness.
like,
Do you think he can do it again?
it's not impossible. It's really not impossible. If we have the same run that we had now in the next season, it's not impossible because it's not like he's decreased in value. There's no injury taking place. There's no financial drama. I think he's in a very good place in his career right now. It just depends on whether the other teams step up to the point where they can actually stop him and Sundowns as a whole. But like, you know,
How old is he again?
isn't he like
I think he's
22?
24 or something like that.
Isn't he 22?
Ghost.
I think he's 22.
No,
I don't
but
know. I'm not sure, but
it's tough. The closest we've seen to somebody coming back and doing it again was Reina's this season. Reina's obviously was the top goal scorer last season. Was he top goal? Yeah, he was top goal scorer last season. And then he came back now.
It's 26.
He's 26.
he's
Okay.
damn nigga old.
Yo, he's old. Wow. He came back. He came back this season, and he was the second most goals and assists. He was second highest goal scorer. So that's the closest we've come. Usually, you don't see a second round performance.
Yeah.
Like
Hardly.
Des.
Yeah.
What is going on right
So Des.
What did she tell you?
But I think as a collective, Orlando Pirates collected the most awards
Yeah.
out of the whole award. Is there someone within those awards who you feel like not so deservingly, but the votes are the votes? But who actually gets to decide who wins the awards?
So
Is it fan decided or is
No,
it
It's a
a
weird
committee?
judging panel of news reporters and super sports analysts.
Yeah.
There's actually a list of judges who were appointed for each category.
For each category, not overall.
yeah.
Yes.
So how it works is that each of the categories get, I think it's 3 or 4 judges and a convener. So they'll tell you that you have to go and do midfield of the season. And then we'd all sit down and have a debate. It's a debate up until you come up with the names. So you put down you whittle it down to your top 5. Everybody puts down their top 3s. And then you start debating over who should actually win this. But the issue is that, Mara, guys, should we care about who's judging this thing? Because I don't know if no disrespect, but if you're a journalist,
Yeah.
does that make you enough to go and do that.
I completely agree.
But I think, but don't journalists aren't they responsible for deep research and finding out stuff in detail compared to a fan's perspective who's just there to watch the game, passionate about the game, who could also be a bit biased in their thoughts,
No, I'm not saying fans must do it, but I'm saying that the journalists and the people who are chosen, what's the criteria to bring them in? Because I'd have to ask you, have you watched all 240 games?
Bro, there are people out there who feel like they can do a better job than the three of us. And what qualifies them to say that?
No, but
but I'm not being asked to go and vote about something that has a huge impact on football. Like if they were to ask you today to go and vote on this thing, and I ask you, okay, Prince, how many Richards Bay games have you watched?
Yeah.
Right? It's only been Pirates.
Yes.
All of us, even me. Like as I sit here, the games that I watch are the Chiefs, Sundowns, and Pirates games.
No,
right?
Chiefs. It's not top 6, but yeah, correct.
But maybe to just come in there, right? I see.
Wow.
With goalkeeper of the season, so they've got they don't only go for journalists.
Yeah.
There's also
Former
former players
players.
and presenters usually are there in studios on a Saturday doing maybe 2, 3, 4 games week in, week out. So to answer what you're asking about, how many games have you watched? If somebody like William Shongwe for SuperSport is a commentator, so which means he's week in, week out, he's actually watching the games. So I think he's eligible to
but
judge.
to present, because I think
there's not only that.
Yeah.
There's analyst as well. Mabalane is an analyst. He analyzes the games week in, week out.
Yeah.
I would say
who is better than that?
If I was to fix it, I would say
is it broken though? What are you fixing?
I would fix it. And hear me out. This is how I'd fix it.
Yeah.
I'd take the team analysts. So the guys whose jobs it is to prepare every week for each of the games. I'd say that every team contribute 2 of your analysts, and have them be the ones because it's their job.
But then don't they analyze pre-game?
But the objectivity, but the objectivity there would it be there?
I've got it. You're not allowed to vote for your own team.
Or just like how you do it with a Ballon d'Or, it's a national team coach and
yeah, but I would take the analyst. The reason why I'm saying the analyst is because it's their jobs. So week in, week out, let's say the Pirates analyst, he has to sit down and analyze the team that's coming.
But it's not
every week for all 15, all however many games. They're the people who sit down and they can tell you, no, honestly, when I'm coming to prepare for Richards Bay or whoever, there's a player there that we have to prepare specifically for. So I would take them because it's literally their jobs, and you can trust that those guys have to look at every single team critically for the success of their team. So you take all of the team's analysts and you put them into panels, or you make it a sort of even if you make it a wide vote with them, right, for each of the things, I would trust them more. I'm not saying that it would be perfect, but
it wouldn't be the same as someone like Bongani Khumalo. You want to tell me that someone like Bongani Khumalo will be tipped to do maybe a Chiefs game on a Saturday and then do a Golden Arrows game? Do you want to tell me that they don't go do research about those teams?
Yeah, but he's doing 3. I'm saying that his job is to analyze on TV. That guy's job is to literally analyze for the coach and the team.
Yeah, analyze the weaknesses.
Strengths, weaknesses, everything.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. I don't think there's any difference though.
I think there is, because there's a difference between a television analyst who has to analyze for the sake of commentary versus the team analysts who analyze to give information to the coaches in order for them to prepare a team to go face the team that they're going to play.
What I'm saying is they can coexist.
I'm saying take the presenters out, because the conversation we're not having is that also SuperSport is a stakeholder of the league, right?
But the big question is that aren't they already football analysts who happen to be on TV? Because you're already an analyst for football. So it doesn't matter where you analyze football, whether it could be on Latuma, the newspaper, or on SuperSport, the channel, or wherever, dog. As long as we have football analysts.
The reason why I'm saying it is because the team analysts have to analyze at a deeper level for the sake of the play of the game.
Okay.
Us analyzing, we can all analyze here, and we can sit down and analyze games and analyze
so let's analyze
patterns
this,
and things like
let's
that.
Analyze this, George.
Yeah.
We all sat here and we thought maybe Chipezeze was going to be goalkeeper of the season. Only to find out, Chaine won it.
Yeah.
So how do we analyze that decision?
It's not a bad decision. It's not a bad decision.
If it was either or, because our shout here the last time we were here together, we said Chipezeze mostly.
No, I'm saying
none of us said Chaine.
But remember, it's awards. The awards are also subjective at a point. So, for example, I always say that these awards, it's a storyline. You tell the story of Ronwin and you say he's got leadership and all of the things that people usually say, even though he only played 16 games, right? And then with Chipezeze, you say Chipezeze faced the most shots, made the most saves in terms of goalkeepers in the league. Setting.
What's the rest of the story is what you are getting to?
It's the context. I don't think, what was nice about the awards, to be fair to them, is that I think this is one of the first times where, at least with nominees, we sort of got it right. Like we got Chipezeze there as the guy who faced the most shots.
Yeah.
We got Keletso Magalwa as the person who had the most assists in the league, for example, in the player of the season category. Right?
Who did you shout out as? Who did we shout out
I wanted
as?
Chipezeze.
As defender of the
lie to
season.
you.
As defender of the season.
Or for defender.
For defender of the season.
Defender of the season, I said Sbisi.
What did you say?
I think we said more or less the same thing.
You said Maguire.
What did I say?
You said Maguire. Midfield of the season goes to Orlando Pirates, Maketleni Makaula.
Yeah.
And you guys said
Mokwena.
I don't remember.
Yep, you were here, my brother.
I
Just
don't
rewatch the
remember.
episodes.
I don't remember.
Yes, so the majority shout was Mokwena, and here is Makaula. He won it. And how do you guys feel about that decision? Based on individual, individual performances, and then we go to the collective.
I don't think the winners were too far off as well. Because also one thing we must remember, apart from just all the attributes that decide to who won, at the end of the day, there is going to be some subjectivity within these categories. Like, for example, with the stories and like the people who are there to judge, presenters and so on. It's only natural.
Yeah.
There's no award ceremony that's completely objective. You know what I'm saying? And that we have to come to that fact.
Who had a better season? Makaula?
Individually.
Yeah, I'm just asking
Well,
you.
I was going to say...
Even you guys at home, let us know. Yeah.
I was going to say that I like Makaula being there because a lot of the time when we look at midfield, we only look at attack. So when we look at Abo CDM, Abo Makaula, usually we're judging a fish by its ability to fly.
Yeah.
Because we're saying, hey, Makaula doesn't pass the ball forward. Maybe it's not his job to pass the ball forward, and maybe his defensive capabilities are that high. That being said, statistically, Mokwena still is the better player statistically. But we can't say that because a couple of years ago, when it came down to Mokwena or Saleng had all the stats for player of the season.
Yeah.
And everybody said, no, it's about the...
You know what I'm
shocked
shocked about?
parts of the game,
Yeah.
and Mokwena won. So we can't make it a stats conversation now because Mokwena lost.
I mean, if a football club like Mamelodi Sundowns is dominating the league, you would expect them to come up with a lot of awards, because as much as Sundowns performed really well, it was not just Ribeiro alone, right? It was a whole team that contributed to the thing. If I look at how many Pirates collected, about 6 throughout the whole 7, the whole evening,
7,
Sundowns collected 6. You know, if you look at 3 people collected at Mamelodi Sundowns, these are the Betway Premiership winners. Ribeiro, 4 awards, 1 man. Cardoso 1, and then 1 chairman's award.
Yeah. So wait, what are you saying? This is my question.
So what I'm saying is, Ugwina Iliki, Agushuguti, most of the team might get the accolades because obviously you had top midfielders in the Sundowns team, you had a top goalkeeper, you had top defenders. Collectively, the whole organization was really good.
Yeah.
But it's possible for sometimes for another team to have a better individual accolades.
Which makes sense.
No, but is this a team award or an individual award?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Because the same argument you could make, just to speak on the others, you could say that it's easier for Sundowns to win a league when they've done it 8 times in a row. It's easier for Ronwen to organize a defense that has Bafana players, right? Whereas sometimes in the league, are we not then punishing some of the guys that have had incredible seasons, but they don't play for the big teams? Isn't that a question we should be asking then? Like, if I've had a Chipezeze type season, Carling knockout, I think they went on a winning run, second only to Sundowns in terms of the number of games won in a row, right? Surely you look at those guys and you say, "Ow, I need to reward that too." But if we hide it behind the teams, guys.
Yeah, that's why I say it doesn't make sense completely to be like, just because Sundowns dominated, now most of the awards should go there. Because remember, we're saying if it was the best team of the season, we say, okay, Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yeah.
there's chemistry, what. You can name all these things, but
I mean,
could have a good
for someone who
solid
doesn't
unit.
even watch football, you could assume Uti, a best midfielder would come from a team that won the league, that dominated the league. I'm not saying it should be like that, but you just sit there and question and be like, oh, but Mukwena's contributions were massive.
Well, that's a
shouldn't
shallow
he
way
be-
of thinking about it.
Why
to
is
be
it shallow?
honest. No, it's shallow because yes, your team could have won, but you could have just been there standing. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're part of the team that won
Outstanding,
everything.
maybe, yeah.
Nah, not outstanding, bro. Like, not every player in Mamelodi Sundowns is outstanding. You know what I'm saying? You could have a great
So
team.
Ribeiro's the only one.
That's not what we're
No, I'm
saying.
asking you now.
They actually
Objectively.
are outstanding Mamelodi Sundowns players, eh?
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
but I'm not
no,
saying-
but there's look at
The
this.
whole unit to the point where we give everyone the awards.
Bro, if Real Madrid were to win in La Liga, bro, most of those awards, they would go to mostly Real Madrid players because it was not just Ronaldo alone who was just banging a goals. There was an assist.
But you know what the
There was
argument is?
What's
The argument is you have a midfielder of the year
Yeah.
and you've got Mukwena and Alenda. So that means that in that midfield,
collective,
you've
they do
got
well.
both of them. So do you say that Mukwena outperformed Allende? Do you say Allende outperformed Mukwena? Or do you say that as a unit, they've covered for each other? Like some of the luxury sometimes of the big teams is that, you know, there was a stretch of games where Ribeiro was not anyway. He wasn't scoring, he wasn't doing anything. Reina stepped up and score, you get me? But then some of the other teams don't have that luxury.
Yeah.
I go on my 4-5 game run. If I fall off, there's nobody to
pick up,
pick up and win me the points that would put me number 2.
If I'm off,
You
the
get what
whole
I mean?
team is off.
If I'm off, you look at the Rilem Fukeng.
Yeah.
Pirates fans, please.
I see
Please.
it. To chest.
There are games where Riley was not there,
100%.
but he's covered by a team. Remember, we used to speak about it, that Pirates found a way. Some of the games they were finding a way. Makaula scored a header the one day. Abu Hoto was scoring, right? You have the luxury of being able to be off maybe a couple of games or maybe 90% of the game. And then in the last 10% of the game, you score. Now we look at you and we say you're great, but we don't speak about Dion Hoto.
Yeah.
We don't speak about Makaula, who was covering the defense. We don't speak about Abus Bisi. We look at the stars. Whereas a lot of the other guys, I mean, Elvis Chipezeze, one of the arguments you could make for him is to say that his defense was poor. This man is facing the most shots in the league.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe save percentage is very important when you look at
this
him.
case, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to make it all equal, guys, sometimes it's better to play for the bigger teams sometimes.
Yeah, and also you can't punish a goalkeeper who has faced less shots, but he was effective because his defense is good. So how do you balance out the two?
Yeah.
We're talking about Ronald specifically.
No, I'm just putting it out there.
We've had this conversation. I just think it's not even to say who's better than who in my case. I'm just saying that when we have the conversation, let's have the full conversation. So if you're saying that Ronwen's, I always ask the people, if you're saying Ronwen's leadership is great and he passes out from the back and he does all that, I believe you. I trust you because we've watched the games.
Yeah.
But you can't now use that and then say, Chipezeze by default is bad. I'll then ask you, have you watched his games? Do you know about his leadership? Do you know about how he, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just going off of the big teams that we watch every day. And I think that's where maybe the awards lose us a bit.
Yeah.
Even though we don't vote.
Yeah.
But it loses us a bit because the moment they announce them, all of us start having the conversations. No, Ronwen is the best. Remember the 4 penalties he saved in AFCON. He was Ballon d'Or, what. But we don't afford the other. Yeah, we don't afford the other guys the same thing.
The same courtesy.
You get what I mean?
It's all right. Very interesting. It's nice to have these conversations and unpack them in ways that some people, because we just look at football and surface knowledge. I'm sure there's Mamelodi Sundowns fans at home who just feel like, but our player deserved this more. Hence, I started the conversation by asking, who gets to decide who wins what? Is it people who are qualified? Is it analysts? Is it football analysts? TV analysts, journalists, coaches, former coaches, or whoever? So it's nice to have that knowledge. So shout out to you guys for giving us that. But now, as we move on, let's talk about the MTN8, which is around the corner. But George, before you say anything,
Tough times are lasting.
so I'm sitting at a restaurant, bro. I'm sitting minding my own business, like having a great time.
Yeah.
Having my pina colada there with the margarita on the side with ice, no rocks. It was nice. And then I look up and I see a screen there. I see how Kaizer Chiefs is playing.
Let's start there.
Yeah, don't ask me
Let's start
questions.
there.
Let me land.
Kaizer Chiefs is so big in a random restaurant for a preseason game.
Toyota
You looked up,
Iliquates.
I've never heard anybody say, I looked up and I saw a Pirates preseason game. That's how big Chiefs
It's
is.
not really a
Win or
preseason
lose.
game.
I just
Win
think
or
they just
lose.
It was
needed
the
something
Toyota
to
Cup.
put on the
It was the
TV.
Toyota Cup. They just
The
needed
Toyota
something
Cup
to
is
put on the TV
preseason.
because Pirates was busy resting. My thing is, I'm watching.
They're always resting. We don't
I'm
see
watching
them.
this match, and I have nice things to say about Chiefs. I'm not going to be always negative about Chiefs. I watched number one.
Backhanded, listen.
It is backhanded.
Backhanded.
It's giving you ugly
hear
for a
it.
dark skin. That's what it's
I
giving.
watched Utabi Somonyana, for example, right? Just moved from Orlando Pirates to Kaizer Chiefs.
That's the only reason why you like him.
I
You're gonna say
watched-
something nice because
Because he's a really good right back. No, he's a really good player. I watched this brew pull up a performance like Hakimi. Let me open this conversation up. Is it how often do you find players who've once played for a big club, right? And not okay, but
Like it's backhanded.
guys, I'm getting there. Can I
It's
just make my
backhanded.
finish my
Once
sentence?
played.
No.
Once played.
Once played.
This isn't a general conversation. I'm just using him because I was watching the Chiefs match because this is what happened to him. It doesn't have to be him personally, but
Team Nkulu.
Hey.
so
You
now
had to
you
watch it.
George, maybe you'd understand it better because
Okay.
you've watched and you know a lot about but PSL in general. So, do you think there was a switch with a player like Utabiso who says, I've been at a big club before and I found myself most of the time on the bench than on the field.
Yeah.
And now I've got this opportunity at another big club and this is my last chance, right? Do you think that goes through a player's mindset when you've come from Mamelodi Sundowns or you've come from a prime super sport, for example, and you're saying, I wasn't getting game time here, but now Kitokra game time and I'm going to show flames because he's putting out some amazing performances at that position. And I know you're probably going to feel some type of way because it's from obviously a rival of yours. But in general, when we're talking about football, like, do you think it happens? Because a lot of South African players who've come from a big club, when they come to the other club, there's that nonchalantness. I say last chance. Do you think that's how the players look at it?
Well, it's still early. Sirino looked incredible in his first 4 games for Chiefs and then fell off. But to answer your question, it's 2 things. I think Munyane is a good player. He's also a little bit different to the players that we normally get because I think he's 25 or 26, if I'm not mistaken. So he's not necessarily past his prime like what we normally get from the other big teams.
Yeah.
But if we're being honest, maybe he looks good because the bar is not that high.
Damn.
No, but let's be honest. The bar is not that high.
No, it's Chiefs. I'm not surprised you say that.
It's a 9th place team. So a player coming in like that is probably going to look good.
Yeah.
My question is, can you look good throughout the season? Can you look good when it's not going well? Because that's what has been the downfall for a lot of the star players that have made the move. That when it's up, like the first part of the season, last season was incredible. Hey, we were scoring 4 goals. Hey, we're seeing a different Chiefs. But now when things are going wrong, can you step up? Because the one thing we forget about some of the players that we've gotten from the other big teams is that we take for granted the structures that they come from. Pirates is a great team.
Was that hard?
Yeah, it was so hard.
Pirates is a great team
Yeah.
because they've built a great structure. We just spoke about the relay backed up by Hoto. You've got Abosibisi and all those guys. So it may be a little bit easier to play well in that type of team.
Yeah.
Mamelodi Sundowns has an incredible internal pressure where there's like 5 people who are waiting to take your spot, right? So now when you get to Kaizer Chiefs, what usually happens, what I see, they get there, they're excited. Ne? Then they realize that, man,
There's no point.
the love is still going to come whether I win or lose.
No, I hear you. Me, I'm asking, is there a different motivation
No, that's what I'm trying
for
to
a
say.
player? Because when I look at, for example, Upiliet,
Yeah.
incredible at a big club initially. And then he went to another big club. But the numbers were not the same, the difference was the same. Now I'm talking about an individual player's performance. Like, do you think when they get to an opportunity
No, but that's what I'm saying. That I think we take for granted the structures that the other teams have built in order for them to keep the players motivated, in order for the players to play well, right? So we think sometimes that the players are great because they are great, but we take away like the work that has been, like it's like saying a Manchester City player will bang anywhere, but taking away the influence of Pep.
Except for the Club World Cup.
Oh wow,
You just-
where was Liverpool?
At home.
Busy celebrating the league. Like,
And
why would he be having this
leaving.
conversation?
So you get what I mean? There's a structure conversation where you're like, how much of the heavy lifting was done by the structure? That when they get to Chiefs, then it's open.
It's open.
It's open. Tactically, we are open.
So it's not just only up to the player alone. It's just about the structure, the organization,
environment
you're going
as
to, the
well.
environment you're going to.
Yeah.
No, because I brought him up for a reason, because I was like, he's pulling some really solid performances. And sometimes, I mean, I liked him as a player. And it's unfortunate that he wasn't fit for the first 11, like the Pirates. But seeing him that he got another chance at a big Soweto club. Okay.
Wasn't fit.
But
No, but he had some injuries.
He had some injuries.
But you bought Van Rooyen.
He had some
you still
injuries.
let Shandu in that
He had
position.
some injuries. Let's hope he stays injury free.
George's point is just that the Pirates has this tendency of just, you did good, okay, bye, quick.
Yep.
And you sell. But I think also it could be with the topic of structure, right? You could find that because of Pirates structure, it wasn't really working for said player. And then now he's at Chiefs, so it's a bit free-flowing. He has more space to breathe, so he'll naturally just do better. Some structures will go to your advantage where others weren't. So
And he's a first-team player to that.
Yeah, so you know
there
what I'm
should
saying?
be-
It's just a lot of, structurally, it could just be, damn,
And the
I
pressures
like
are
it.
different.
I like it here. You know
So
what I mean?
Here's my take. And this coming season, I think we're going to see a lot of players upping their game.
From Chiefs.
Yeah,
In general.
across the board, because of obvious reasons. There are two continental championship coming. You know, every player would want to be in the World Cup. Every player would want to be at AFCON. So this season
Great
coming,
point.
a lot of players are gonna up their game, and which is obviously gonna benefit teams. And I think for a player like Moyane, it's his chance, you know, to step up and show the people the kind of player that he is, because I think he's a quality player. And I don't see him dropping the standard that we saw in Toyota Cup, because he is that quality.
Can the motivation fade? Like, the point I'm making about the structure is that I think for Sundowns, for Pirates, I think it goes beyond just the self-motivation, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Chiefs right now has the other things. You get what I mean? Like when Moyane is performing well, will he play well with Mfundo Vilakazi? Maybe in some games, will he mesh well with the tactics? Do we have cover for him? So you could be the most motivated player, but then if your team is all over the place,
You can't fall anywhere.
do you falter at some point?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, for you to flourish, of every aspect of the game needs to be up there. And I mean, Kaizer Chiefs, I think it's a massive team. And I think you're being harsh on Kaizer Chiefs. I think Kaizer Chiefs is a massive team and they've got structures in place. And I think this is the season where I think we're going to see a way better Chiefs than we did in the previous season, because last season, most of the things was trial and error. And I think they've gotten past that. And this is more of an implementation stage for Kaizer Chiefs. So I think Kaizer Chiefs might be very deadly. And also not playing all of these tournaments is like MTN8. I mean, now Kaizer Chiefs...
Confed.
Oh yeah, Concha is confed. Yeah,
Yeah.
You need
Travel.
depth. Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah, you need depth there. I forgot about that one. But what I'm saying is, I think we might see a different Kaizer Chiefs this season. I mean, the signing of your Moyanes and your Marcos, it just goes to show you, when last did you see Kaizer Chiefs signing players that are on prime? In the past 5 years, they've been signing, from players, except for players that are coming from outside the country. Most of the players coming there like at the age of 30, 31, your Dollies, your Billiard were a little bit at the far end of the spectrum, But last season it showed, this season shows that it looks like Kaizer Chiefs wants to be up there, and winning the Nedbank Cup, I think, was the kicker that they needed.
Coach Nebi did say after obviously the defeat of, when you guys lost in penalties, he said the loss itself showed some insights, Nyan. I don't know to what, because we are 2 weeks away from the Betway Premiership to start.
What do you
as Kaizer Chiefs, right? As Kaizer Chiefs, and I feel bad that Antwana, you are already feeling defeat. It's kind of like we just arrived in so totally at the same time. But overall, let Benta aside. No, Benta aside. No, just listen, Benta aside. I'm not saying Chiefs is really that horrible. But Bensa aside,
One preseason
Coach-
game though.
okay, it's
You said
it's
one.
a second. Yeah, Bon, it's a second time. You haven't won this cup 2 years in a row, right? You haven't won this cup, and to you it's a preseason. And we're gonna come back to your question.
Preseason.
We're gonna come back to your
You
question
count the
Jo-
Audi Cup.
that you.
Ew.
You count the Emirates Cup.
It's a cup.
It's
Like
a cup.
the
But- Okay, so
preseason
then the
organized
big question
something.
again before, because
Even though it's
clearly
preseason
what I'm gonna ask can't be answered before we talk about this first. Do preseason matches count for anything? Obviously, we're not playing for points.
Yeah.
We're not playing for pride, but it's preseason matches. In my understanding, preseason matches are for the coach to see, try new tactics, see what he's been cooking the drawing board, regardless whether it's against a Betway Premiership top 10 club or a club somewhere, or it's a cup competition, Toyota or Makuf. It doesn't matter. Do preseason matches count for something in terms of like insights when you're looking at where the direction of the team is going?
I have my point on preseason games is about new players that you signed.
Only
right?
new players.
So that's my.
Isn't it
my-
about the chemistry,
No,
George?
and this is where I'm at, right? Because we're talking about some of the signings that were made. And then people like to do this thing where they get overly excited for preseason performances by new players. That don't mean shit to me, personally.
But shouldn't it mean something? Because then if you're a match, let's say if you're a coach, you've got a team of 25.
Yeah.
You sell 5, you bring in 5. And now you're trying to put this 5 into the 11 that's going to start. Obviously, you're buying players for a reason, to try
I
new
get you.
tactics, to see what's going on. Isn't that going to give you the insights that you need to say, okay, Sharp, can Mo Salah play with Saleh? Or no, can Mang play with this in this format, in this thing?
I hear
Everyone
that.
gelling to create the chemistry
Yes.
before the official season kicks off.
No, and that's beautiful. I understand that. That's great, right? My whole thing is when people get overly excited for a player who's performing well preseason, but come when it's time now, things are going bad. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm just like, preseason, yeah, from a coach's perspective, cool, get there. Oh, where can we put you? Oh, you have
So
time
you want
to
to
play.
test out players during an official league match?
No, I'm just saying people must
When are you
get...
gonna test the
no,
players out?
that's not what I'm saying.
What
I'm
are you
saying
saying?
it's good to test out. Just don't get overly excited for a player's performance in preseason. Preseason means nothing. We even see
means
now...
nothing. So
Okay,
what's the
not
point
like-
of
wait, not
preseason
like-
matches?
Not like that. I'm
if
saying with the
preseason means
players.
nothing.
For example, right? Let's take it outside, right? Rashford now played with
preseason match with Barca.
preseason match. You guys played recently with some like team
AC
from
Milan,
no, there was
they
some
beat us.
wait, there was some
Oh, they
Asian
beat
team.
you into wearing the jersey.
Damn,
No, I had the jersey
Damn.
before.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
damn,
Yeah.
Puma sent me the jersey because they know I like nice things.
Yeah, as a sorry, they were like, hey,
Yeah, they're
fam,
like, oh,
this
don't
thing
show.
shine mfana.
This was way
Shine.
before the
It's
even.
like, no, Bamba, put it on.
Oh,
Wear it, put it on,
shame.
wear it.
Yeah, but like for
No,
example,
sorry, yeah, as you were saying.
Yeah,
Puma
those games.
Guba boys.
Yeah, those games, for example,
I see what you
those
did.
teams that you're playing, most of them don't have weight. Some
It's
of them don't.
preseason matches.
That's my point.
It's like you saying Tottenham Hotspur doesn't really deserve their cup because along the way they played some pub teams.
That's not what I'm saying
But
at
then
all.
you can't say those teams are pub.
You're
because
equating a trophy game to preseason game. Preseason games, it's, hey, who wants to play with me? Anyone can come through.
Club mostly, if it's not like the Premier League or Champions League, and you say you're playing Carabao or the FA Cup, you play the other squads, the reserves, the one that normally don't get
You're
much
one
game
of the
time.
reserves.
No, but am I lying?
And
guys?
now you must look at a player
No,
that you
Chance,
just bought.
okay, Chance, you
and
guys
now
know
you're
this.
saying,
Don't teams play some of the reserves when they're playing some other domestic cups? They say Shebile Man United, and they put other guys who never really get game time, the youth. You use those, but it's still Tottenham or it's still thing. So what are you saying?
That's my point. If you're going to be playing me against reserves and I just bought a new player, now he's cooking your reserves. Now I must look at it and be like, wow, this is a great signing.
Must I remind you of what
you
Liverpool
don't
did?
know.
What Liverpool children did to Chelsea. Must I
Yeah.
remind you?
Yeah.
It wasn't the babies who beat Chelsea. It was Liverpool Football Club who beat Chelsea. Whether it's a reserve playing, a substitute, it was the club.
I don't know. I'm not saying preseason games don't hold weight. I'm just saying people like to get excited.
George.
Over the new signings in a pre-season. It's pre-season. Even the way you say pre-season sounds disgusting. Come on. George, tell me, am I making sense?
Okay, look, I think when it comes to preseason, it depends. So it depends where you are in preseason and what you're doing. So a preseason game that's a week before the league starts, I think is a completely different game than a preseason game, the first one, when you guys have just come back. So I think when you arrive, obviously you're still testing out the combinations. But as you get closer to the league starting, by your last preseason game, I need to see something now.
So what
have
did
to
you see
have-
with the Toyota Cup?
Yeah.
What did you see with the Toyota? Because it's 2 weeks before the league starts for Kaizer Chiefs.
I saw much of the same. I think we improved midfield wise. Chaine and Teto are going to be great together, I think. Munyano, of course, stood out. I liked McCarthy, the Aiden McCarthy. I think he was great as a centre back. I didn't think that he'd be playing centre back, but we still have Dotley that's going to come back. So I'm happy with that. I think Shinga is a fighter. My only problem is up front. They're all doing their own thing, and it's a continuation of what we saw last season, where we're gonna see a lot of chances created. I call them low quality chances, but we're gonna see them running around and looking busy, but they're still gonna do the same things. As Flavio Silva was still picking up the same positions as Morris had before him, as Chivavairo had before him. So I don't know if they're thinking that the player is the problem and the tactics are right, but that's where I think we're going to struggle. But to go back to the preseason thing, look, the last thing you want to do is to be trying, and then now you come into your first game and you're still not sure.
But it's not only just about trying. Because also think about this. If you're trying to plan for a long-term season, we're talking fitness here.
No.
You can't come from a break and not be fit for your first 10
that's why I'm
games
saying
of the season.
But that's why I'm saying you're a comedian. You're a comedian.
Yes.
When you first write a joke before you go to a festival, I get it, you first write the joke.
Yeah.
It's crude. You work on it up until the time right before the festival where it should be tight. It should be...
Or you use weeks before that to tighten up your material.
That's what I'm saying.
Hence, that's what preseason is.
That's what a preseason is meant to be. That's why I said for me it's different.
Yeah.
I can't judge your first game the same as I judge your last game. Your last game should be, guys, we can play tomorrow and you'll be ready.
Do you think, based on that, and do you think Kaizer Chiefs is ready for the league?
No. Well, no. I don't think so.
I knew that, so I didn't even look at him. I'm like, he's not going to lie.
Not going to lie.
He's not going to
you guys want me to lie. No, I love my team.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be ready.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But to be fair, in the PSL, 90% of the teams are not ready. In fact, could we argue that the MTN8 is a great preseason game?
Yeah.
It is.
Because now you played before the season starts. It's a game of consequence. Pirates is going to play as hard as possible.
Against Polokwane City?
If there's anything that comes up there, you guys have had an important game to play before the league started.
Yeah.
So I think MTN8 are actually helping our Pirates.
And the Toyota Cup is not helping Kaizer Chiefs?
It's meant to. It's meant to hold the gap. So if you remember last season, with the whole Royal AM thing, there were even cups created in the middle, where Chiefs had to fly down to the Eastern Cape. There was little friendlies that were put together in order to keep the teams warm.
Fit.
So for us who aren't going to be playing the MTN8,
not enough preseason matches could affect you in the long run because we've got a whole season to go.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not just the Toyota Cup. The Premier's Cup was played.
Yeah, and of course. I'm saying there's
all
been
of the teams
matches that have been played throughout, which count as preseason before the thing starts. All right.
You guys act like training is not a thing. Yes, you don't
just,
need
you
to
can
play
train, but
preseason.
Bro, training doesn't mean you are match ready, my brother.
Go
That's why a player can come from injury. He will train with the first team, train so hard, and the coach will not put him 90 minutes first time. He will put him like last 10, last 15, play half, and then play full. Fitness is a huge part.
Yeah, but you can't get fit because we're making it sound like you can only get fitness from preseason games.
I think there's
from a full game you can get.
But
fit,
guys, there's also the difference between fitness and match fitness.
Yes.
So you can be the fittest player in the world, but I can drop you into a 90-minute game and you're not up to scratch when you're playing. So that also, maybe that's what you should say. Beginning of preseason is fitness. End of preseason is match fitness.
Okay.
Okay, now I hear you. Okay, so we were talking about the MTN8 coming up. Great matches coming up this weekend. Golano Pirates versus Polokwane City.
When last did we bet?
Oh my goodness. Sikukune. Okay, let's see. Pirates versus Polokwane City. How do you see that going, Coast?
I think it's gonna be Pirates. Pirates win. Sorry?
Bengbuza.
I didn't get it.
Now.
Oh, no, it's simple, that one. Yeah, look, Pirates have got the history of sort of like winning that cup. And also it's the easiest cup to win, you know. And once you back that one, your sort of like your season, it's...
Your momentum.
Yeah, you get the momentum and you lift some weight off your shoulders, you know.
In terms of accomplishments for the season in general. And then we've got clubs like Sekhukhune United versus TX Galaxy. How do you see that? Because obviously this is, we're talking about just top 8 teams here, Yabo.
Trauma.
Like, yeah.
But
like,
am I wrong?
yeah.
Like bringing facts is not really a problem.
Yeah.
You ain't lying,
Every
bro.
time.
But you ain't
I
lying.
didn't lie. We're talking about top 8 teams.
Wow.
Teams,
but
top 8 teams like Sekukune, TX Galaxy, Stellenbosch FC, Amazulu. You are wearing Amazulu because your other team did not make the list. Then we're talking Mamelodi Sundowns,
You
Richards
see,
Bay.
it's the small shots in between.
it's the small shots.
It's the small ones.
No, but we've got the main shots here. What's up, shots?
Oh, Speedy.
So how do you see this competition? Let's do predictions for Mr. iPad first. ne?
Skukune, it's very interesting because Skukune just hired Eric Tinkler. They're changing the way the club plays. You'd expect TS Galaxy because they've got a little bit more consistency on their side
And a
to do well. Oh, wow.
Yes, dude. Sorry.
You'd expect them to do well, but I still give it to Skukune. I think Skukune is a little bit further along than TS Galaxy.
Galaxy, yeah.
Stellenbosch FC, Amazulu FC, what do we know about those and how do you think they could match up?
Oh, damn. Sorry, I'm reading the thingy.
Oh, yeah, better.
Yeah, I'm here. Online.
Or at a
So
big
what?
league.
2 odds.
What do we
2 odds.
think?
One rand Mexican third division.
I'm telling you.
So what are the odds saying there?
The odds are saying right now
With Stellenbosch and Amazulu.
1 to 5. Amazulu being 5, Stellenbosch being 1.
So it's going to be a walkover.
Right?
Stellenbosch is the better team,
Yeah.
but Atazwan has been cooking something.
Because Amazulu is in the top 8.
I'm wearing the jersey, bruh, so you can't.
To be honest,
nothing-
the only one that I'm looking at, I'm like, guys, Kukune and TX Galaxy could be a draw game. Just saying.
They're close.
Very close.
Very close.
And then what about, I was going to say Mamelodi Sundowns and Richards Bay, but I think we all know.
You never know.
We all know what's going to happen.
Do
But
you know what-
Magesi beats Pirates and Sundowns.
why
last
is Pirates
season.
catching strays here?
It's because you couldn't catch goals that game.
To be fair,
Damn.
to be fair.
But if the
Pirates has got his days of
shiny-
being average. I'm not even going to lie. They've got it-
Can I change this Kukune and TX Galaxy to a draw?
Nah, my brother's Kukune United.
Fairly.
Or rather just do both double chance.
Double
Kukune
chance.
or draw. That for me makes your money safe.
Yeah.
For me, according to that.
TX
Mamelodi-
Galaxy are my defeaters. Yes, they bit. Hey, partner. Well, winning game.
So it's gonna be an interesting competition. I just want to hear from you guys overall. I'm gonna ask you, Ghost, who thinks takes the cup?
Oh, I wonder why he's asking that question.
No, it's gonna go around.
I wonder
Who do you
why.
think is gonna win the competition?
It's between Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns.
And then your most favorite is?
It's those two.
Okay. George? At least he's predicting the final.
No,
Sort of kind.
Pirates, guys.
Pirates
When
will
last did Sundowns win this trophy?
Okay.
And you know, Pirates is a cup team, so
Thank you.
we'll have to give it to them.
Pirates. I say Orlando
Yeah.
Pirates too. I know we don't have a lot of time, but there's a lot of things that have been happening in football. If we switch up fast and say Orkant, there's a lot of activity. We sat here last week debating whether Isak or Gyökeres. And right, we sat here and having great conversations. I still say, Mina, those two versus each other, I think Gyökeres is gonna put more numbers.
Twana, your team literally looked at, what is his name, Ekiteke, and they went, yay, we are still going to sign Isak if he comes
Because we
available.
need a number 9. That's just facts. We need a
What
number
did
9.
you say last week?
You
about-
said you didn't need Isak.
It's Pirates. I mean, it's Liverpool deciding to do that. Personally, I'm fun Isak because he's giving us the runaround. But now we've got Luis Diaz
He's
money.
giving you the runaround. He's trying to leave Newcastle for you guys.
We've been trying to knock on his door and he's been giving us the
He's
runaround.
the one who's trying to leave.
Do you understand
to
that?
help you
Do you
guys.
understand that we've wanted him and he's like, nah, before. Do you understand that? That we've wanted him
Because
early
you
on.
didn't have the money. Now
Who
you
said that?
Oh,
Who
now
said
you
that?
have the money.
Is it Isak
We
or
just
is-
won 100
No,
million
wait,
from beating
wait.
that Japanese team today.
Wait, is
That
it Isak?
Japanese team.
Is it Isak or is it the team? You guys were negotiating with Newcastle, and then Isak came out and said,
Isak is
"Hey guys,
He's even
I
been
will
missing.
leave."
He's been missing for like 3 days
Yeah,
now.
man.
Because obviously his interest is to leave Newcastle. He didn't say to who. His interest are to
To
leave.
you.
Who, did he say that?
That's why he's engineering the move.
I get it. Sharp. This is not about me. This is about Gyökeres,
Yeah,
who
man.
finally got announced, because last time we were here, he was not announced as an Arsenal player. So now that he's officially a Bane, how do you see him performing at Arsenal?
It's early.
George hates his
It's
team.
early.
You hate Gyökeres.
No, I
George
don't hate
hates-
you
Gyökeres,
hate
guys.
Gyökeres,
I don't
man.
hate
You
Gyökeres.
hate
I don't hate Gyökeres. What I'm saying is it's early. I don't want to be an everyday Arsenal fan and get excited over everything that's happening.
You are like the only
No.
Arsenal fan who's not excited about
At
the
this
signing.
point, they need to, for me personally, at this point, it doesn't matter who signs. You need to prove to us well, I'll say me then, since you say the Arsenal fans, you have to prove to me that you're going to be something. We've seen how many? We've seen Abo Oba, we've seen Abo Mesut, we've seen a bunch of players that have come in and performed relatively well, but not won anything.
Yeah.
So now I'm going, I don't want to clap right now. I don't want to clap right now. They must prove it, because we have a tendency at Arsenal to clap for things that don't, we're clapping so hard for Gyökeres, Mara, we're not expecting a league.
For the people of home, I've got a very good question to ask here. Even you guys on the floor can answer. Who is the best Kuka passer between Kevin De Bruyne and Mesut Ozil?
How did we land there?
No, because he mentioned Mesut, so I just thought
Kuka
about
passer, as in
Kuka passer,
Ozil.
assister
Ozil.
between Kevin De Bruyne and Mesut Ozil. What?
Ozil.
De Bruyne.
I think this question is going to be relative to which era.
Not how many assists you have. The better passer of the ball.
Ozil.
It's going to depend on which era of football you were
Doesn't matter.
invested in the
Mesut's
most.
peak and Kevin's peak.
Ozil.
De Bruyne.
That's a tough one.
Like the best passer of the ball. Between the two.
Ozil.
Of the it's a passing De Bruyne. Yeah.
Have you
Passing
seen
De Bruyne?
Have you seen
De Bruyne.
No
Have you
way.
seen De Bruyne though, guys?
Ozil's inside, outside the foot, back
Bro, have you
in.
seen Mesut Ozil
Hey.
passes?
The guy has his eyes everywhere. De Bruyne, guys, let's be honest.
Ozil has eyes that were the ones.
Literal eyes, my brother.
But De
Can I tell you
Bruyne,
something?
gents.
Even Ronaldo himself said at the peak of his career, the best passes he ever got from any player was Mesut Ozil.
In
That's
different
before Arsenal.
varieties.
Yeah, he didn't play with De Bruyne. Listen, guys,
De Bruyne whips the
cooks,
ball. It's like
and
one
it's a
way.
good whip. It's a good whip, and he will always find you.
Ozil can do that too.
But De Bruyne
No
is,
look on top of that.
How Ozil can do that
De
too.
Bruyne can do. Look.
Let's not talk about assists. We're not talking about
think
assists.
Ozil. Overall,
Yeah,
it should be Ozil. But can we check?
I'm
check?
asking
But me,
about
I'm just
assists.
saying, what
I'm
looks
asking,
beautiful.
I'm asking about who's the better passer of the ball between the two.
If
No, but you can pass to him who's going to be like the guy who's going to assist. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Can
if
I
we're
say,
talking strictly
okay.
passing, we're going De Bruyne.
Wait, no.
Strictly.
Okay,
Strictly
wait. Ozil can do what De Bruyne can do.
Yeah.
But can
But
De Bruyne
can
do
do
what
what
Ozil?
That's not the question.
No,
at
do you know?
hand.
No, do you know why I'm
know, 'cause
saying it?
now
No. Do you know why I'm saying that? If I can do what you can do, when you whip the ball, I can whip the ball. But can you backheel it?
Doesn't
Can you backheel it into space?
But
Can you hit it outside of
Can
the
you
foot
try
onto
Vela with the
Ronaldo's
heel?
head?
Is the question.
Okay.
Can you hit a penalty with your head?
Okay.
Is the question.
Yeah, we need to I feel like on paper we already know it's gonna be Ozil's. That's fine. I've
Okay, wait.
accepted that
Okay,
on
gents.
paper.
Xavi, De Bruyne. In terms of what we're talking about now, the passing.
The
Best
passing.
passer.
Xavi, De Bruyne.
This is a trick question. I really feel because if I say Xavi now, then people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's not Xavi."
No,
Okay,
I
let's
just
see it.
asked the question.
Who's your answer?
Ozil has got more assists.
I knew it. You see, it's
Juanye.
simple. It's simple.
Juanye.
Who has had the longer career? Just saying.
Okay. Ozil has got 211 assists.
Then
Total official club assists across all competition, 211 and 589 club appearances.
Mhm.
Okay. And then
Kevin.
assists across all competition for Kevin De Bruyne, it's 176.
Okay.
it's not too far
It's
off.
simple.
By far.
Who's had the longer career?
Simple. Ozil sat on the bench for how long at Arsenal?
Kevin is still playing.
No, but
Wait.
the career counts.
Guys,
Kevin De Bruyne is still playing, so he's going to add.
Give him time.
Ozil had Giroud.
Give him time.
Ozil would have broken the assist record if Giroud had not fluffed all the chances that he
Yeah.
got
So
in
now
that
we're blaming
season.
another person.
No.
Yeah.
You niggas,
We're
bro.
not blaming.
An
I
assist
guess.
must do what? Whoa, an assist must do
Must
what?
go- must-
Whoa,
must-
an assist must
Must
do
go
what?
from me to you to goal.
Yes. So
Yes.
if you don't do your job,
Pass better.
pass better how?
I don't know, my brother. If it must land at a point.
Yeah.
But okay,
And then you had Giroud, and you had Haaland, you had Aguero.
Foden,
Where's Aguero in terms of
Pep
goals for
Guardiola.
English Prem?
okay. Best ball control. Best ball control between Luka Modric and Busquets.
Ball
Ball
control.
control. Modric.
I don't rate both of them that highly.
Modric. If we're
Busquets,
talking,
gents.
if we're talking
Busquets, Mafwetu.
For ball control.
ball control,
Yes. Sergio, bro.
but if you see,
But for ball control.
Control,
we're
Mfana.
talking. You know what
Who's
control
got the
is?
Ballon d'Or?
Huh? Where's the Ballon d'Or? Is that what you said?
That's the question.
Mara, give me like Berbatov, first touch. Give me those type of
See, that's a
things.
Yeah.
question.
No, I
The
feel you, I
Ballon d'Or
feel you.
says it all.
It's very interesting.
It's an
Can't
award.
find
It's
it.
I was
biased,
thinking about
that
it.
thing.
Modric is the one who cooked
Biased,
there.
that thing, man, now.
On other news happening internationally, we have Everton who want Jack Grealish on loan. Now
Tough
the question
times for the
is now,
boy.
this is for Pep style of play in general.
Mhm.
Do you think Pep Guardiola, when he brings players into the team, he limits their freedom in terms of like, because what we saw Grealish do
Yes.
at Villa, correct, Villa, right? Because I always confuse Villa and
Aston
West Ham.
Villa,
It's
yes.
Villa, right? Do you think he kind of limits the players' individual
Mhm.
creativity for his tactical stuff? Because I mean, Grealish was really good, and if we saw Grealish more playing on the inside and coming back to the wing, in terms of Pep's style of play, because I also felt the same thing happened to Leroy Sané as well. You know, like he's somebody who can take people one-on-one, but also, you know, he likes to cut inside and play from that side, and it's just like, so like, is this Pep's tactics? Like, it's either you play tactical, stay, you know.
I get a Grealish Omonati.
That's
But
what
you
she
can't
said,
be.
for sure.
You guys didn't rate him
Whoa.
when I said Grealish is a good player the other time. But it's,
No, he's a good
we're gonna
drinker
go
of
back to that
alcohol.
clip. And I
He's a
remember
good
talking
groovy-
about him.
There's a difference between Hoba Monati and being skillful.
Yeah.
So these guys can, if I'm skillful in a Guardiola team, I can be a Mahrez, where in certain situations I can do it. Grealish comes from a place where, man, he was carrying Aston Villa on his back by himself. And he was just, whenever you wanted to do anything, I don't think he adapted to that. I don't think he adapted
to Pep's style of play.
to Pep's
Is it-
demands on a play.
Because this happened too with Thierry Henry when he was at Barcelona. Thierry Henry had that skill, like utangatati player one-on-one. But in terms of like Pep Guardiola style of play,
Yeah.
Pep was like to me, Ntwana, wena nje, uku left wing, wenza into yakho, siyakora. Lento ukuthi lokhu uthathana nama-player la ayi-100, it's killing the other, it's killing gameplay in total for the other players who are playing next to you and foul on the right. So Pep is just, this is the way of playing and that's it.
No, that's,
No,
that's
it's your role in the team also,
Yeah.
bro. Because now you're not in a team that requires you to be the guy that carries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you just do your job, run that wing, cut in, cut out, pass back or cross and leave it at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas the team he was with before, it's like you were that guy.
Yeah.
So now it's not necessarily, it's
Mbappe at Madrid.
yeah, thank you. See,
Talk about somebody who just got himself a number 10 jersey, finally.
Mbappe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Got his number 10
Officially.
jersey, finally. Humunati.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Is he not going to be rated as a legendary number 10 at Real Madrid by the time he retires?
We don't know that.
We don't know that.
We don't know yet.
There's
He's
been
played one
legendary
season.
players.
But you guys really don't rate Kylian Mbappe, the
What
top
do-
goal scorer of the La Liga.
We're not saying we don't rate him.
I'm
It's
so
too
confused
early.
right now.
You guys, it's too early.
He did it last season. What do you mean? And it was very, very early last season with the head
Early.
start.
It's too early.
He banged
James.
goals more than anybody in that league.
How many seasons has he played?
One.
It's too early.
I don't know, man.
He already became top goal scorer in his first season.
It's
Des.
too early. It means
How is it
nothing
too
to me.
early?
It means nothing. Once you've played, baby, mama, 5 seasons, 6, 7.
What's the issue here? The fact that Mbappe got a number 10 or that number 10 is overrated? What is the issue?
The number 10, does the number 10 matter at Real Madrid?
Does the number 10 matter at Barcelona? Because
Yes.
Lamine Yamal has the number
Hey,
10.
does the number 10, don't change it.
You are
I
comparing-
asked the
I'm
question,
talking about two people
does
just
the
got their number 10s now,
matter
bro.
at
Real
Real
Madrid
Madrid?
Let's look at the past.
Yeah.
Number 10s of each club.
No, the past number 10s of Real Madrid. The previous one recently, obviously, was Modric.
was
right?
Yeah,
Modric.
Modric.
Before Modric,
Before it
I think it was Zinedine Zidane.
Zidane was 5, wasn't he?
Zidane was 5.
I don't think he
But-
was a
but-
10.
The Zidane didn't wear 10. He was 5. He was wear
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
10 he was France.
Oh,
Yeah,
France was 10. But what I'm saying is like, does that not hold water to be honored in that regard?
But is it an honor? Because, like, for example, at Manchester United, number 7 was the most important. At Arsenal,
But it's cursed.
no,
Manchester United
but
number 7
it was
is cursed.
still the most important. It was the reason why we say it's cursed because it was important. At Arsenal, number 14, Gyökeres is apparently going to wear is a sacred number. We used to we were crying when Theo Walcott got the number 14. So now at Madrid, do we care about the 10?
We don't really care. Because it's just that thing of like, and goes to your point where it's like, one person could have made it a pinnacle. The rest that got it could have dropped the value of the numbers to the point where the team is now restructured. Now it's not really a focus. So when I saw he got it, I'm like, I saw the post, bro. I said uninterested and I moved on. Because it's like,
Before Kylian, it was
Cool, yeah,
Luka
I've
Modric.
got the list if you guys are interested.
And then it was James Rodriguez.
Okay.
Mesut Özil. We just spoke about him.
Mhm.
OG. We've got Diarra, Snyder, Robinho, Figo.
Yeah, Real Madrid number 10 does not matter at Real Madrid.
So what matters? The number 7. The number
Yeah,
7.
maybe the
I
number
mean,
7
the only
is-
2 players there that I think for me were like up there, and you can actually talk about them, is Luis Figo. It's Luka Modric.
Yeah, 100%.
Mesut Özil at
Even
Real
Modric-
Madrid.
But it matters at Barca.
Even Modric, it was like a thing where it's like
Barca.
he's a really good player. I don't think it was like iconic, if that makes sense.
You say Luka Modric is not iconic.
At Madrid,
He's not iconic.
Ballon d'Or, my man. He won a Ballon d'Or with Ronaldo still
does
there.
that make him
He's
iconic?
not
Very
iconic.
much so.
Raul doesn't have
This
a Ballon
man-
d'Or and is more important to Real Madrid than Modric.
Ah!
Hey, Guning.
You are putting Modric over Raul.
We're looking
Whoa,
at...
whoa, whoa,
wait,
whoa,
wait,
hey,
wait. Let's
hey,
talk,
whoa,
let's
whoa,
talk.
hey,
No, here we can talk.
That's not what he's saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm saying
Yes.
Iker Casillas,
Yes. Go on.
Modric, Hierro. There's some about Guti. I didn't put Guti above. You're telling me that just because he's got a Ballon d'Or, that makes him iconic at a
I
club.
didn't say that. I didn't say because he got a Ballon d'Or that makes him...
Is it iconic for Real Madrid?
If we're looking at a person who was the top...
Do you put him in the same sentence?
Not
We
really.
can put him in
but
the
here's
same
a chance.
sentence.
If
Do
you
you put him in the same sentence?
you look-
So you're not racing him.
Do you put him in the same sentence as
say no
Raul?
again and end the conversation. But it's
Yes.
gonna come for you in the comments, my brother.
Don't care. Guys, we're looking at this
Oh,
person.
guys,
bro.
wait.
We're looking at someone who collectively, amongst all the trophies that were won in Real Madrid from maybe 2020, I will put 2017. We'll put 2017, 18 going up.
Is that what
Top
makes you
assist.
iconic?
Top
Is that
assist.
what makes you iconic?
Did he not bang the
He has
trophy?
a Ballon d'Or.
Ozil iconic at
Did he
Real
not
Madrid?
bang the
Is
trophy?
Ozil iconic?
No, the Ballon d'Or means
iconic.
nothing.
Is Ozil iconic at Real Madrid?
Yes, he's iconic.
No, he's not.
Is Bale iconic?
Yeah, is Bale iconic at Real Madrid?
So who's more iconic? Bale or
Barama is
Mesut?
iconic.
No, but no.
Just because someone
Okay,
got
here's
an
a question.
undeserved
Here's a
Ballon d'Or.
question.
Is iconic coming down to stats?
Iconic comes down to what you've done for the club. You can't tell me
No,
that
it
Modric is
doesn't
not a
come
legacy
down
While
to
we're
player.
on the topic,
Is he
boys,
not
I
a
want to ask
legacy
you
player?
something.
At
I want to ask
Madrid?
you while we're on the topic.
When he retires now.
If I name Barcelona players who've won the number 10, you let me know who does not belong on that list, right?
Why are you going there?
No, because there's a point. There's somebody I think does not belong or does not deserve the number 10 jersey.
Iconic was the topic.
Iconic. But George,
No, number 10. Number 10, iconically, Ronaldinho was the iconic, yes or no?
But George,
Maradona, yes or no?
yes,
Lionel Messi, yes or no?
yes.
Lamine Yamal, yes
Are
or
you
no?
talking Barcelona?
No, wait. Ansu Fati,
Wait.
he wore the number 10 at Barcelona. Iconic, yes or no? So then here we go. Ansu Fati does not belong on that list, but here he is with the number 10
You
jersey.
stop the entire conversation for that.
But I just wanted to mention number 10. Iconic number 10 at Barca.
Are you saying
That's what I wanted to
Modric
do.
is
That's
not
what I
an
wanted to
iconic
do.
Real Madrid player?
There's a
No.
difference. The only number 10s that are iconic mostly come from Barca,
Hey.
if I'm being honest. Because I mean, Ronaldo started a new trend to make number 7s iconic. You know, you saw people wear number 7 thinking, as in, I'm going to be iconic in this club with the number 7. I mean,
Oh, man, have you heard of Beckham?
Have you heard of Raul? Oh, guys, what's wrong with you?
who's got
guys?
the most iconic number 7 ever? Of all time?
What do you mean?
It's a question.
As a player?
Exactly.
As a player?
Yeah. Who?
Why are you giving it to the player?
Is it Raul or Ronaldo?
I could be more important to my club
Answer
as a
the
7.
question.
No.
Who's got the most iconic number 7, George?
Be more.
Is it Raul or Ronaldo?
Raul?
What, George? What,
You know why? No.
What,
Let me land.
Land,
No,
land,
let me
land.
land.
Okay,
Let
when we
me
start
land.
the show, we don't say Sue anymore. We say Raul.
Let me land. Let me land. You're confusing iconic player with iconic team player. So for a team, and Ronaldo's number 7 at Man United is more important than his number 7 at Juventus. So that's why I'm saying that you are taking all of that and putting it together. And I'm saying that number 14 for Thierry Henry at Arsenal will be way more important than Henry number 14 at Red Bull New York.
That's it.
My
That's
brother,
how
the number
jerseys
7
work.
You get what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
No.
Like,
The number 7, the most iconic number 7 player of all time is Ronaldo. And let me let
you are saying
he made it iconic.
listen to
He
what
made
I'm
it iconic
saying.
at Manchester.
No, listen to what I'm
At
saying.
Real
He didn't
Madrid,
make-
Juventus, and Al Nassr. There's never going to be any other iconic number 7s in those clubs. In the world, my
no,
brother.
but listen, guess what I'm saying?
What?
You are confusing Ronaldo, the second best player, one of the GOAT
But he's second.
conversations.
Oh my God.
No. But listen to what I'm saying. You're confusing that. You can take a player that is great. Ronaldo could have won number 9 and could have been the best number 9 in the world.
win the
No,
number 9.
he could have won number 11. He could have won number 13.
Just let him land.
At Al Nassr. He could have done all of that.
I'm just refusing to hear
No,
the fact
listen
that
to what I'm saying.
Ronaldo's number 7 is not most.
I didn't say that.
You said Raul is.
I said when it comes to pure iconic at a club, it's Raul.
Why are you limiting to club when I'm saying of all time?
Just like at Manchester United.
Of all time.
You can look at Beckham and you could say that Beckham at that club is more iconic than somebody else who goes to Juventus and is number 7. Are you saying Juventus is on the same level as Real Madrid and all of that in the importance of football? Are you saying Al Nassr?
Juventus is a big club in Italy.
Number 7 is the most important thing just because Al Nassr or because of Ronaldo?
Because of Ronaldo, my brother,
That's
not
what
Raul.
You can't just keep saying, oh, this man.
Because of Ronaldo.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Is
exactly.
it Ronaldo or is it the number 7?
Is it Messi or is it the number 10?
So what George is saying, Ronaldo could have won any jersey number and then he will still be iconic.
Yes.
However,
talking about
jersey number 7,
Thank you.
it's bigger at Man United, and that's how he carried number 7. He elevated number 7 as well because the past iconic players at Man United are like Eric Cantona won number 7, David Beckham won number 7. Those are jersey number 7 at Man United is as big as a number
So then
10
the
would
question
be at
remains.
in other clubs.
I have a
I'm
question.
saying.
Okay, let's drink grandpas and calm down a bit, Des. You've been talking. What? My chat is now. Are you saying to me that the number 7, Yaga Ronaldo specifically, the one from Man United is more iconic than the one from Real Madrid? Answer the question, Pell. Then I'll leave you guys alone.
What do you mean?
The number 7 that Ronaldo wore at Man United is more iconic than the one he wore at Real Madrid.
Do you
Yes
know?
or no?
Do you know?
Answer my question.
But let's be fair. But let's be fair.
No,
He
no,
said
no,
yes
no,
or
no.
no.
Lali just told you
Lali,
the history.
Lali,
No, he
Lali.
just told. Whoa, Prince. He just told you about the legacy of 7 at Manchester United that could have been
Yeah,
added
boom.
on to the legacy of Ronaldo. He didn't build the 7 that he wore at Man United. So when he takes the 7, you still have to say that it was based off of Man United, not off of the player. Now, if
Because of his talent.
Yes.
Let's mention that.
Okay, so the question still stands.
7 wasn't because of Ronaldo. The 7 became Ronaldo's thing because it was a big deal at Manchester United.
And yes,
Now we're talking about
If he was number 3,
The
you get
question
me?
remains: who made the number iconic in football history?
No.
Is it Raul or Ronaldo?
You could say
no.
Cantona. You could say a lot.
Was
of
it iconic by then?
No, actually,
Was
you're
it-
actually kind of like,
Nah,
no.
chance.
Wait. Let me try to back you up.
Okay,
Let me try to back you up.
wait. Okay,
I'm
actually feeling it now.
MacG, can you take leave?
Whoa, Prince.
We are tired.
Prince. Who's the most iconic number 10
Of all time.
of all time?
It's this guy behind you.
Who?
This guy.
why
Not
that?
this one. I leave me with this one. I rest. Not Maradona. Lionel Messi is the most iconic number 10 in football history.
So Zidane?
Not more than Messi. Not more than Messi, my brother. We can argue about this. forever.
Ronaldinho?
I think it's a...
Not Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is not better than Messi.
Yes. Okay, you know where I see what George is saying
What is
now.
he saying?
Let me put it like this, right? If we're going to say he's the most iconic, it means that he took let's say a random number, 65. Took number 65, made it iconic. That's the best in the world. But what George is saying is if the number was already iconic and all you did was elevate the bar, doesn't necessarily
He has
make...
his own stats, his own numbers, his own things.
The root
The
of the famous
roots.
of the 7 comes from Manchester United, not from
You are an
Ronaldo.
add-on. You are
The
not
question
the...
here is not who you got the ticket from.
No,
The question here, who is the most iconic
No,
person
see
you
to
what
have
wear
you're
to
this
saying.
ask
number?
why.
I
Not
had to
why.
agree.
Because
I
if you
had to
take, no,
agree.
Prince,
I had to think about this.
If you take number 3 and you start playing today and you make number 3 the most famous number across the world, I say to you, you are the most iconic number 3 ever.
You built the
built
legacy.
it. But
you are the
if
Mandela of
you're
number
Pirates,
3.
If you're at Pirates and it's the number 10 jersey at Chomosono, with the moment Tito wears that number 10 jersey, right? And if he does well, that means that what is built on has been off of what Jomo did with the 10.
I
And
see
he
what
can
you're saying
elevate
now.
it.
Can I tell you
but
something?
the root of the number is going to be that.
But-
so is it your number or is it the fame of the player?
But
That's what I'm
counterpoint.
saying.
I wonder if you are that good, my brother, you deserve the jersey by all means. So there's the
But
thing.
is it still?
Yes.
Ronaldo could have won any other number.
And you would have made that number iconic.
But counterpoint to yours, right?
Oh my
Where it's like, yes, we have icons below you that built the number, right? But now if you come in as a Messi and you did everything that you did in your career
own accord.
on your own, you see, I'm trying to balance both here. And you come and you make legendary breakthroughs, records, trophies, Ballon d'Ors, etc., etc. Are you now not the new pinnacle of said number 10?
You're the new pinnacle, but you're not the originator of the thing.
Yes.
I can separate and say Messi might not be the originator of the 10.
Yes.
But Messi is the best player.
Of the 10.
Do you get what I mean?
Of
No,
the 10.
he's the best player
Of the 10.
who happens to wear 10.
To ever wear the
Messi
number
was
10
wearing the
jersey.
30 when he came into Barcelona and he was wearing the 30. If Messi was
Because Ronaldinho was there.
exactly.
Yeah, no, good.
That's the point I'm
His
making.
debut was because Ronaldinho was
That's
his
the
debut.
point. That's the point I'm making.
No, that's not the point you're
That's
making.
the line with
That's
this.
not the point I'm making.
Here's a question, just to make this further.
No,
And lastly, before we leave.
Hi, when you're a kid. So if he was wearing the 30, from the beginning,
Yeah.
I would say, Messi, my guy, it's all you. It's all you. You are the one that made that number. But if there's
Brawaka,
other people,
out of these people I'm going to name, who has made the number 9 jersey iconic? I'll give you the players.
You name Suarez, ne?
Ronaldo, number 9. Alan Shearer. Bobby Charlton. And let me just throw one there. It's like, Zlatan, Ibonda. Out of those three, Ronaldo, Alan Shearer, and Bobby Charlton, who's the most iconic number 9 wearer out of those two?
Based on what?
Based on just football, my
Thank
brother.
you.
No, let me answer the question. Based on just football. If I'm saying to you, who's the one player in football history who's made for the number 9, and number 9 is his and his alone? Not what you've done, not stats. Number 9, when it comes to
Yeah, there's so many elements. You know,
my
you
brother.
look at Ronaldo, number 9. He has won the World Cup. He was scoring goals like they're going out
So
of
you saying
fashion.
Ronaldo
You look at
has made
Alan
Alan
Shearer. He's
Shearer.
the top goal
still
scorer.
the top goal scorer of the English
Iconic,
Premier League.
guys.
How do you distinct your
I'm not saying separate the players' capabilities and their achievements.
Can I
I'm
ask you
saying,
this?
who's the most
No, I
iconic
wanna
number
ask
9
you-
wearer of all time between
Whoa.
those guys I gave
Is
you?
that not fame? Because Alan Shearer played for Blackburn when he did what he did. He played for Blackburn and Newcastle.
I'm not asking about fame.
So if I ask a Newcastle fan,
Let
that
us
guy's the most iconic number 9. Hence I was saying, Raul.
Just
How-
Jola Show,
Why not rata fame? No, rata fame.
Sponsored by Beto,
Oh,
Rata
rata
Show,
fame.
Jonakisha.
Oh, rata fame. Yeah, it's one lejo.
Go drink water.
Ritanka number ya how refemu tomong and they'll be great. Tabon.
Thank you guys for watching. This has
Betway.
been Onside the Banter League, sponsored by Betway.
Get way
more.
Are you back?
He's scared his number will be taken.
No le right mfana ka I Benta League I ga se host Mapiano Awards.
Ivan.
Bye, guys.
Finally, we check out the newest, freshest footballing show. But it's not just about football, it's also about the banter. It's on a league of its own. Onside the Banter League. It's the Banter League.
Emhlabeni kaJehova subscribe nina futhi nibabi if ubheke le channel for 10 minutes longer na subscribe umubi dog. That's why bakuchithela ngoba awuna commitment, unama commitment issues. Subscribe lapho ngeke sizwe ngawo.